and it's over.
Great.
That was a very good fight, high-level welterweight action, and Jamal James needed everything in his arsenal to keep Dulorme
It was a good fight.
at bay. It seems he did just that.
I'm over here running
Getting a
on
win to bring
fumes. Let's
back
talk
to
for a little minute.
Minneapolis. We'll take a short break. The decision for our main event when we return.
A tasty duet of 2 treats in one.
Don't you worry, cause we got a ton for you. It's
TstreeT controversy with FightView360.com. Boxing is back. PBC has announced their schedule. Well, their PBC on Fox schedule. Of course, it's going to be Dana Garcia, Errol Spence, WBC IBF 147-pound champion against Dana Garcia November the 21st. That's a whole different video, multiple videos. We're going to talk about that. You got Sean Porter versus Sebastian Formella. Iris Lindy Lara versus God knows who. You know what was the other one? Anyway, let's talk about this fight. Jamal James should secure a unanimous decision victory over a very, as they say, game Tomas Dulorme. Very, very good fight. But if I want to be a nitpicker, and possibly because it's late, you know, and I haven't had my nap, so, you know, I'm going to talk some shit. I don't like that setup. Let me tell you, I was hyped for, like, to see what their setup was going to be. You know, I don't like that faux crowd wallpaper. I don't like it. Don't like it. Is that a crime? I was really excited. Overall, very solid card. I like the card. You know, that's what's up. So, where is Jamal James? Now, listen, we just gonna call that shit like it is. He is a tier 3, 147-pounder. You know, tier 1 guys obviously are the champions. You know, tier 2 guys are like, you know, Ugas, Mikey Garcia, you know, like those type of guys. And then you got like for example, what do you rank Sergey Limpinets right now? I think he's a tier 3 type, you know, down there. You know, is him and Jamal James on the same level? Same tier? You kind of see where I'm going with this, you know? So basically, I guess I'm saying if he was to ever run into Ugas again, he would lose to him again. I mean, he does seem like he's gotten better, but, you know, I think that, you know, against the right boxer, some of that shit can be negated. I ain't like how these guys was. Let me tell you, at one point in time, Tomas Dulorme got hit with like a 12-punch combination. He ain't do nothing about it. It was another time when he took, 4 right hands since fucking Joe Goosen and Lennox Lewis and all them motherfuckers want to be. Let me tell you, they was bickering. It was annoying. They be having these long-ass commercial breaks. So we're going to listen to the cards, listen to the post-fight interviews, talk for a little bit, and I'm letting you guys know, in regards to boxing, I'm back. The schedule is hefty. Oh, the DVR. Hold up. I got to change it. Hold up. I had to record something else because, you know, the event ran long. So let's see. Let's go back. Yeah, I gotta. How do we do this, man? Do it like that. Come on, we're gonna miss it. What's this? We had to record Ultimate Tag, but it's not Ultimate Tag.
Looks 772 punches to 771, but Jamal James able to spread it out as the rounds went on and outlanding Dulorme by a fairly wide margin, 204 to 115.
Maybe about a minute or so delay.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Judge at ringside, Alejandro Rochin scores about 115
I never
to
like
113.
him. Rogine, Alejandro.
Sees the bout 116 to 112. Dr. Lou Moret scores the action 117.
Just Google that motherfucker and you'll know what he did.
All three in favor of the winner. He is now the interim WBA welterweight world champion.
Fucking WBA.
Jamal
You make me sick. You make me sick. I like the hats though, but besides that, WBA.
Well,
like, why y'all got all these interim?
The judges did not see it a blowout because it certainly wasn't. but 7 rounds to 5, 8 rounds to 4, 9 rounds to 3. So again, not a huge swing there in what was a very competitive bout. We just felt that James was getting the better of it. He did. We believe the better man won. But interesting. Again, you can get thrown off sometimes by the corner. Dulorme was not disgracing himself. That was a very tough fight. But Jamal James gets a unanimous decision. He goes to 27-1, and bigger things ahead for him in Minneapolis and in the welterweight division.
They're not going to give us. They just going to end like that?
Another bundle in the books. Gotta hand it to you, James.
Nah, it's got to be more. They're not going to just end like that. So, yeah. WBA 147-pound interim champion. Now, see, here is why I say maybe an interim champion can make sense, because Manny Pacquiao has some political duties where it's been well known for quite some time that Pacquiao can't fight, you know, in like, what is it, October, November, December, something like that, because of his duties over in the Philippines. And Pacquiao be on some crazy shit, like for real, in politics. But still my boy, Manny. You know, but still, he be on some crazy shit in regards to his views on stuff. And you know he don't like gay people. He don't like y'all. Don't get Manny started on gay people. He don't like them. That's his prerogative, you know. But whatever. Anyway, it's like, okay, I can understand like an interim in this situation, but it's like, yo, man, fuck the WBA, because we know their hearts are not in the right place. They just trying to make some money. And I'm guessing what they're going to do is they're going to recycle that shit sometime soon. I'm not going to say soon. Sometime they're going to elevate him, meaning Jamal James, to the world champion, right? Via email. And then they're going to fucking have somebody else, another PBC fighter, fight for the interim. This is so fucking frustrating. It makes, like, I'm tired. And I just want to cuss, but I just don't have the energy to cuss out the WBA, you know? So in regards to Manny Pacquiao, we don't know what he's doing. But if I don't see Pacquiao coming back this year. I don't see it. Terrence Crawford, they got to get him a fight, man. We don't know what the fuck is going on over there. Crazy thing is, Virgil Ortiz Jr. is on his way to being his mandatory in about another year or so. People say Terrence Crawford versus Patrick Teixeira, but it's like, yo, he would have to be brought, like, paid step-aside money. Castaño, who he was ordered to fight, would have to be paid step-aside money. Oh, wait, they're coming back because it's a Brooklyn boxing commercial. So they are coming back. I thought they probably ended the broadcast. But, yeah, we got a busy schedule coming up, man. And as I'm getting back into the swing of things, you know, we're going to be covering these fights. And remember, I'm just the messenger. I'm just the voice for you, the people, you know? The people. You know, the voice of the voiceless.
Action.
Man, SmackDown. I'm guessing we're waiting for Jamal James's post-fight interview. Then we're going to skedaddle out of here. Or should I go check in over on Fox Sports 1? There we go. All right, we back. All right.
Back here in Los Angeles, and again, what turned out to be a fairly close fight. It was already a competitive fight.
I'm glad they didn't just cut the broadcast all bootleg.
Brian Kenny back here, socially distant from Lennox Lewis and Joe Goosen. Lennox, you first. Your thoughts on what you saw from Jamal James? Again, we've talked about it all night. Just a beautiful performance. What do you see now that you can process it?
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot. A big improvement, especially from his last fight with DeMarco. He was more in, you know, more in a stance like this, and he wasn't really light on his toes, and he was accepting a lot of body punches for no reason. This one, he wasn't accepting the body punch. He was moving away from them, and he was boxing very well. So he did a great job in this fight. And, you know, another thing about his boxing, he can box on the inside, and he can also box on the outside. It's hard to get a guy to box on the outside, especially when he likes to box on the inside. So he was, you know, he did focus tonight and did the right thing.
Let me ask a tougher question to Joe then, because with the superstars in this division, and it's brutally tough because everybody is great really in the top 10, is Jamal James doing enough to challenge those top fighters and maybe not be a vast underdog against some of those top guys?
Oh, I absolutely believe that. You know, especially shorter guys.
He can challenge.
A lot easier time with shorter guys. One thing I would say, and it can be done, if he could improve his punching power a little bit more, where he gets the full respect of guys, hurts them and puts them down, he'd be a really complete fighter.
He would.
You can't do that. You can teach a guy to punch better. So if he does that, boy, he'll have it all.
I was wondering how,
I don't want to
like, Dulorme was taking those shots.
It was terrific tonight.
Yeah.
And I thought the highlight was especially James able to land those 4 straight right hands. 4, not 5, 4.
I'm going to look at the tape tonight.
You go ahead, Joe. Of course, we're going to go over FS1.
They've been
Maybe Lennox can
arguing
carry
about
some
that
rounds for
shit
you.
all
Take
night.
a few rounds off. Feel free. Hey, we're back in 2 weeks here on Fox, August 22nd. We've got Sean Porter, former welterweight champion of the world, taking on Sebastian Formella of Germany. That should be outstanding. Again, we're going to go over to FS1 as the fight action continues live here from downtown Los Angeles. We hope you have enjoyed it. Once again, good night here. We saw some prospects, David Morrell out of Cuba, Omar Juarez as well. Outstanding job, able to step up and beat Willie Shaw. And then in the main event, hard-hitting action, Jamal James and Thomas Dulorme head-to-head, throwing over 700 punches apiece, and getting after it. Jamal James is your winner. We hope you enjoyed it. For our entire Fox Sports production crew, we thank you.
All right. I think I've got my points across, and plus I'm tired. But, as, time goes on, everybody's sleeping patterns are all jacked up. As time goes on the next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to be back in the mix of being up this late again, even though it's only 11 p.m. on a Saturday. But still, for people who know me, know that I start my days like 4 o'clock in the morning, shit like that. But anyway, I'm out. I'm TstreeT Controversy. We'll fight for you, 360.com, and cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.